Is Israel an unwelcoming place for Christians? A new look into correspondence between U.S. Ambassador Mike Huckabee and the Israeli government raises questions about whether Christians are being mistreated by Israel. Huckabee alleges that's what's happening. The ambassador sent a letter to the Israeli Interior Minister accusing Israel of blocking Christian groups from entering the country. As a private citizen, Governor Huckabee personally led Zionist Christians on such tours. Now, Ambassador Huckabee initially met with the government of Israel to plea for the Christians who wanted to come and enjoy the Holy Land. But those pleas were ignored. Now Huckabee is threatening reciprocal punishment against Israel and their visa seekers wanting to come to America. He cited harassment and negative treatment of Christian groups. The nerve of Israel to demand America's weapons and money, but then refuse our touring Christians is astounding. About 3 billion people on the planet Earth tie their faith to the geography around Israel. And I believe everyone needs a little more of the golden rule. Treat others as you would want to be treated. Some will criticize this segment and say that the problem of Christians being harassed in or by Israel is overblown. But it's not me saying it. It's Ambassador Huckabee. Is Ambassador Huckabee an anti-Semite now because he's criticizing the government of Israel? Of course he isn't. I wonder if any voices inside the Israeli government have spoken about Christians being harassed or harmed. Here's Isaac Herzog, the president of Israel in 2023.
In recent months, we've seen very serious phenomena towards the Christian denominations in the Holy Land. Our brothers and sisters, Christian citizens, feel attacked in their places of prayer, in their cemeteries, and on the streets.
Christians in Jerusalem's Old City say they are often harassed, spit on, and even physically attacked by religious Jewish youth.
I view this phenomenon as extreme and unacceptable in any shape or form. This phenomenon needs to be uprooted.
Earlier incidents include the desecration of a Protestant cemetery on Mount Zion, an attack on international Christians during a day of prayer for Jerusalem, and harassment at a Messianic concert in Jerusalem.
We must respect the members of all religions. We've committed to this since the dawn of our existence. This is the most basic commandment of love your neighbor as yourself.
Since that speech, I'm not sure if things have gotten much better for Christians. According to the Times of Israel, quote, Huckabee said he would warn American Christians that their donations are not received warmly and that tourists should reconsider any plans to visit Israel if the issue is not resolved. Listen to Ambassador Huckabee closely. He's threatening this messaging: boycott your next trip to Israel, divest from groups sending donations to Israel, and sanction Israel by denying visas to their citizens who want to come to the United States. In just a few years, we've gone from Ambassador Huckabee leading Zionist Christian tour groups in Israel to threatening to lead the BDS movement, the boycott, divest, and sanction movement. Congress has passed about a gazillion BDS resolutions, all at the urging of AIPAC. Will AIPAC now target Ambassador Huckabee? Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene blew the whistle on AIPAC on this program with Vish Burra.
I think organizations like AIPAC and Christians United for Israel should register under the law as foreign agents because they are lobbying on behalf of Israel.
Also unresolved tonight is an investigation into the killing of Saif Moussalet. He was an American born in Florida. He was surrounded for 3 hours and beaten to death. There's no suggestion that he provoked the attack or that this was in any way in self-defense. The Times of Israel also took note of our coverage on this program. What the Times pays close attention to is the shift in how right-aligned media covers Israel. It would have been unheard of to have Israel as such a driving force for division just 10 years ago. Now, it doesn't seem Israel likes the criticism. So some who aren't intelligent enough to speak about these issues with nuance simply say that any criticism of the government of Israel is anti-Semitic. That's stupid people talk. It isn't anti-Semitic to criticize the government of Israel any more than it isn't anti-American to say that Biden's presidency was a silver alert. It seems Israel's goodwill with the world has eroded very meaningfully. Christians blocked from the United States, Americans murdered in Judea and Samaria. We don't think it's a tenable position for Israel to say to our fellow countrymen, send us your money, send us your weapons, but don't send us your Christian tour groups or Arab Americans who want to visit family without being beaten to death.